I got my scans back from the lab and this is what they look like. Stay tuned to this video to see how I was able to save this roll. If you're new here, my name is Ebby. I'm a film shooter based in Toronto, Canada. On this channel, I talk about everything film cameras, expired film. So make sure you subscribe to this channel for more. For now, let's jump right into this video. A couple of weeks ago, I dropped off a couple of rolls at my local lab here in Toronto, Canada. And as I got my rolls back, I was looking through my rolls as I always do to make sure I got picture, and I got picture on all of them. But as I was looking through this roll of HP5, I noticed that every single frame was black. And if you know anything about HP5, if you know anything about black and white, first of all, I scan all my film myself. So I know when I'm looking at the scan, when I'm looking at the film, I know exactly what I'm going to get because I know if something's going to be properly exposed or if something's going to be overexposed. And I'm looking at this roll of HP5, everything's black. And I'm like, oh, fuck. I messed up this roll. Everything is black. If every frame is black, it means that when I get into Lightroom, when I'm converting this roll, everything's going to be overexposed. And I'm thinking, like, what happened to this roll? Like, I shoot a lot of film. I have about 200 negatives that I've shot in the past 6 months alone, and I haven't messed up a roll like this before. So I'm thinking, did I mess this up? Is something wrong with my camera? Did the film lab do something wrong? The lab didn't mess up any other of the rolls that I dropped off, and none of the other rolls were messed up. That means everything that I did was right. So what happened to this particular roll? I'm like, you know what? I can't speculate. Let me just go home. Let me scan this. And as I get home, I pop it in my Epson V600 scanner. I scan it, bring it into Lightroom, convert it in Negative Light Pro, and lo and behold, everything is overexposed. I'm thinking to myself, because I come from a digital background, and once you overexpose things in digital, it's done. There's no bringing that back. The highlights are blown out. Everything's done. And I'm thinking to myself, this is done. I messed up this roll. I messed up $12 that I used to buy this roll, another $10 to process it. I've wasted my time, and I'm never going to be able to see the pictures on this roll. And I'm thinking to myself, oh, come on, man, you made a rookie mistake. Like, how can you make such a rookie mistake to overexpose a roll? As I'm about to delete all the photos and about to toss everything out, I'm like, people always talk about the latitude that film has, and especially HP5. I've seen a lot of videos online where people talk about how much you can bring back HP5 if you overexpose it or underexpose it, and how much latitude this particular film has. So I'm thinking, you know what, let me just play around with the sliders here in Lightroom. Let me see what I'm able to get from these photos. So as I'm playing around with it, I'm seeing my eyes are lighting up. I'm able to save a couple of these shots. So I'm going to pause right now. I'm going to show you what I was able to get. I'm going to show you some before and afters from playing around with the exposure slider, playing around with the shadows and the brightness, show you what I was able to get from these shots, and we'll talk about them on the other side of these photos. As I said before, I'm not exactly sure what happened with this particular roll. It seems like on this day, the light was really bright, was really shining, and 75% of this roll got overexposed while 25% were fine. So it seems like it was user error on my part. I didn't really check the exposure on my camera. I usually shoot stuff at f8 125. It seems like all these shots were about 2 stops overexposed, at least 2 stops overexposed. Some of them were really white, like you couldn't see anything. It's like I wasn't watching my f-stop, I wasn't watching my aperture, and I just completely blew out all the shots, and that was my bad. Like, I messed this up. Anyways, as I was saying, the photos came out really grainy, really grainy, really texturized. If you shot for Delta 3200, it kind of sort of looks like all these were shot on 3200 because of the amount of grain all over the images. And you know what, I'm actually feeling these shots. I like the way they came out. I like the look that I got from them, and I especially like the fact that I was able to save all of these shots, right? Some of these shots have some blooming in the highlights. They have some really blacks. It sort of reminds me of some black and white cinema style film. If you shot Sinister XX, or if you shot some black and white cinema film in the past, it's kind of sort of looks like that. And even though I didn't do this on purpose, even though I may not do this on purpose in the future, it's good to know that I am able to save overexposed HP5 and overexposed film if I really want to, because on digital you cannot do the same. Let me know what you think about these shots. Let me know if you've overexposed or underexposed a roll of film in the past, and if you were able to save it. Let me know some bad things you've done in your film, and if you were able to save it at all, right? Because this could have happened in camera, this could have happened during processing. Let me know in the comment section down below. Let's have a conversation about it. I'm going to be posting all these photos on my blog, showing you the before and after, just so you can check it out. I'm also going to be letting you know how much I slid everything left and right on the sliders to get the results I was able to get. Check it out on my blog, FilmStockReel.com. Until next time, make sure you stay safe, make sure you shoot film, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Oh man, my allergies are killing me right now, dog. Eyes are watery, nose is stuffy. It's that time of the year again, man. Anyways, bye.